Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it so very much. Welcome, my name is Aiden. I'm so happy that you're here. I started filming this video when I was at my parents' in Kansas, and I thought it was going to be a video in and of itself, but I decided that I don't want it to be a video in and of itself. So I'm going to add on some things that I picked up both before and after my trip to check on their house, and then also two more things that I picked up while I was there visiting that I didn't get to film because I bought them after I filmed. So you'll see that stuff inserted in the probably towards the end. Well, yeah, we'll just make it the end. But before I begin, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let me know what you've gotten from Bath & Body Works lately or just in general. This is going to be a little Bath & Body Works and beauty haul. All right, we're going to start with the things that I picked up before I left. My mom had her birthday reward pop up randomly on her rewards account because I saw people talking about it on the Reddit page. So I went in and sure enough, hers was up and I got this for her birthday gift. I don't know what was going on with that glitch, but it did allow for the pocket back holders, and this one was $9.95 and it was a gift up to $9.95. So the little bathtub came home, and then they finally got the Market Peach. I can't remember if these might have been, were they on sale for $2.99? They might have been. It's been a while. I picked this up literally the day I was flying to go see them. So I picked up two Market Peach, Sweet Peach, Orange Blossom, and Honeysuckle Nectar because I was sad that I didn't get more of them when they had been on sale at the beginning of SAS because my stores didn't have them at the beginning of SAS. And then I was looking around and I saw that they had two Dark Kiss candles sitting on the $7.99 table. So I did end up buying this. The others were a BOPUS. This is Black Raspberry, Burgundy Rose, and Bergamot Incense, and Dark Vanilla Bean and Plum Musk. There are too many words in here usually, and essential oils is next, and I kept waiting for that. Anyway, I picked up one of these during Candle Day, and I was kind of regretting I didn't get a second one, so I had the opportunity for $7.99 to get a second candle. Now, I'm going to go on a little rant right now. It's to do with candles. So, yesterday I went to my Bath & Body Works, and I went to return my grandma's fruitcake spray because when I got home and I sprayed it on me, I was like, ooh, I do not like this on me whatsoever. I only did a couple sprays. So I returned it. I had gotten it for body care day, so it was like $4.95. Not a big deal, but I decided, why am I holding on to this or going to give this to somebody else? Let's just return it. So I did. And I had two candles that I wanted to do exchanges on. One was Vanilla Buttermint because when I burned it, it smelled like burning plastic a little bit to me. And I was like, no, we're going to return this. I had gotten it on Candle Day. And so I had burned it just once. And then the other one was one of my peppermint marshmallows because I had ordered 3 online. They all came with the candles, because they shipped them upside down. None of them were attached to the bottom of the candles. 2 of them, I have teeny tiny wicks, and I'm going to try to make them work. I'm hoping that I can do something with them and make them so that they are burnable. The third one only had 2 wicks. One of the wicks, it had shifted and pulled down, and I'm not going to use a candle warmer. I'm not going to go buy a candle crock or anything like that. I don't want any of those. So I returned that one because it was damaged from Bath & Body Works. Both of those candles were $26.95 originally. I paid $9.95 because I had gotten them in Candle Day. I went to exchange them for Blueberry Bellini and whatever the new peach one is. I can't remember the name. Those candles were $24.95 and $22.95. My store, which I've never had any issues with before, there is a new, she was very young, but she was the manager. And she said, no, they have to be the exact same amount. I have never had a problem with them being cheaper. They would always be like, oh yeah, they're cheaper. That's fine. You can exchange them. Especially when it's their fault on the one and she was not listening to me. Like I was trying to explain why I was returning them, and she was just completely ignored me. So I actually was rude when I left because I just was like, and walked. Well, I said thank you as my back was turning towards her because she was blathering on about e-receipts, and I was like, I don't care. Because I was mad because I have never had a problem returning or exchanging something for something, same item, same type of item, but less. That has never been an issue before. And at my store, the other store that I don't do exchanges at was that, and I wonder if she transferred over. But I was irritated, and I know if the one manager that I know had been there, she would have had no problem with it whatsoever. I don't do a lot of exchanges except when there's like something wrong with things usually, or it smells like burning plastic. So I was pretty upset yesterday. I did do an exchange kind of for the $4.95, and then they tried to get me to get a third wallflower, and I was like, no, I don't, just give me the $1 back. I know it's not a lot, but I don't want any more wallflower plugs. I got 2 because they were 75% off, but there was not another one I wanted, and I didn't want 2 of either of these. So I got Mary Berry Martini. I have one of these already. I think I used fresh muddled raspberry, cranberry cocktail splash, sugar crystal rim. I have way too many wallflowers. I don't need to stock up on them. And then I got a frosted cranberry because I don't have any here. They're all at my parents'. Iced cranberries, blonde woods, red apple, and tonka bean. So anyway, yeah, I did that. And I did redeem 2 rewards while I was there. 2. And I said, you can see my rewards, right? And she's like, well, do you have the app? And I said, well, it doesn't work anymore because my phone, since the update, it doesn't work on my phone. And so she knows that I have a lot of rewards. I had 8 rewards. And I've been saving them for new stuff coming out. I had one that was expiring this upcoming week, so I wanted to make sure I used that one. It's not like I'm trying to scam the system. Anyway, I did pick up 2 of the Everyday Luxuries. I smelled all the musks. They were interesting, but not ones that I felt compelled to buy. And I was not trying to I didn't want to spend too much time there. So I kind of sprayed everything on paper, trying to see what all of the new musks smelled like, what all of the new Everyday Luxuries smelled like. They didn't have Sweetheart Cherry out yet, but that's something that I'm definitely interested in. I just want the spray because it's a different bottle, which is silly. Anyway, I ended up picking up 2. I picked up Salted Shorelines. This is supposed to be the dupe for Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt. I just used up a travel spray of that. I love that scent so much. I like to spray it on my pillows and my pajamas at night. It's such a good one for nighttime. So I thought this would be a good alternative because this is, $18.95 or free with my reward, whereas Jo Malone is like $100. This is Dewy Bergamot, Warm Sage, and Salted Driftwood. It's similar. It is definitely, I would not say this is like Jo Malone, Wood Sage, and Sea Salt. This is less. This has a lot less to it. Not as strong, not as salty. There's something more compelling to me about Jo Malone Wood Sage and Sea Salt than this one, but it's a decent fragrance. The other one I got is Love Unleashed because this is a dupe for Love Don't Be Shy, which I had a travel spray of from Royalty Scents, and I really liked it. And then I had Dossier sent me their version of the dupe, so I did have that. I finished one of the bottles, and then I have a second bottle still. This is sugared pink pepper, warm neroli, and whipped marshmallow. It's pretty close. It's not quite as sweet as Love Don't Be Shy, but it is, I think, a pretty good dupe of Love Don't Be Shy. It feels much lighter, but it is a nice one. So those are the 2 that I got. And that was basically, oh wait, no, I have more from Bath & Body Works. I forgot. I went in, I don't even remember why I went in. Oh, I went in because I was returning my sweatshirt from Victoria's Secrets, and I went next door to Bath & Body Works as I was leaving. That's what it was. I got one of the Love Shock fancy sweatshirts, and I could barely get my head in it. And then I was like, oh, and getting it off was awful, like just trying it on. And I returned it, and the guy was like, yeah, we had a lot of these returned because of the same reason. I don't know why they had such a small head hole, but yeah. Anyway, I stopped at Bath & Body Works as I was passing it on my way out, and this was 75% off. This was one of the bags I wanted to pick up before Christmas, and I just never got it. It was $5.95, so I think I've spent like less than $5 total. The other thing I got was the milk bar. This case was $14.95. $14.95? Dang, I'm glad it was 75% off. Did I really necessarily want the milk bar or the little keychain on it? No, I just thought it would be nice to be able to carry one of the sprays with me. So here we have champagne, apple, and honey. I am just going to stick that in. Yeah, I'm going to put this on my teaching bag so that I can spray this on the keyboards in all the classrooms that I teach in, and the mouse, just so that it's a little cleaner. But yeah, I just didn't really care about it being milk bar. Just thought it would be convenient to have it just a case for the spray, because I really do like the sprays a lot. Okay, before we transfer over to what I got when I was in Kansas, I have what I bought on my way home from my friend's birthday party. I wanted to do a lot more while I was there than I did. I crashed, and that makes sense given everything that's been going on. But I did, on the way home, stop at TJ Maxx and Ross because they were close to each other, and should have kind of gone by them. I got turned around because there's road construction and everything, so I didn't get a lot of time to shop. But I did see at Ross they had this Caress mango and almond oil. I was curious about these bar soaps, and yeah, I packed these in my carry-on and brought them home. This was $2.99 on clearance, and I think it smells good. I was curious about that, and then I saw these, and I went, oh, I've been using this scrub, and I love the scent of this scrub. This is the Dove Crushed Cherry and Chia Milk. Oh, smells so good. And so these were $3.49 for a 3-pack, and I thought, well, I'm going to get those. And then the morning that I was leaving, I was like, do I have time to film? And I was like, I do not have time to film. I don't even know if I closed the curtains in the sunroom now that I think about it. I hope I did. Anyway, here we go. We're transferring over to what I got last week. This is kind of my therapy shopping haul while I've been visiting my parents' house, checking on it, making sure everything's okay, talking to the neighbors and stuff. So I did manage to do a little bit of shopping. Went to a couple Bath & Body Works and a couple discount stores here and there. Just did a little shopping loop. I might do a little more shopping today. I'm actually driving like an hour away to go to a friend's birthday party, somebody that I used to work at American Girl with. So I'm excited to get to see her, but I know there's a Bath & Body Works over there. I know they've just done yellow tag clearance at TJ Maxx, and I'm a little tempted to go look. I know there won't be any American Girl because she would have bought it if it was there. But I just wanted to show you the things that I picked up. I know the lighting is not ideal. I'm kind of dealing with what I have. I just had a ring light here at my parents' house, and it's not what I normally use. Usually I have some lights, and I'm in the sunroom. It's just not super sunny, but we're just going to go through it. So please bear with me. We will go back to my normal filming setup very shortly. But let's start with Bath & Body Works. I went in to exchange a hand cream that I had, and I saw these on the 75% off table. So I did pick up 2 of these. These are the Milk Bar Collab, the Body Puffs. These were originally $9.95. I would not have paid even $4.98 or whatever. So I did get these for half price. I will grab the receipt out in just a second. But yeah, they were about $2.50, which was not too bad. The tax on stuff here, though, is insane. It's like over 10%, because my subtotal was $6.96 and my tax was 75 cents on that. So those ended up being $3.95? No, $2.49. $2.49. I'm not reading my stuff right. Too many numbers on this receipt. So those were $2.49. Then I got 2 things for 99 cents. Yes. So the two things I got for 99 cents were the spray hand sanitizer and twisted peppermint. I love the sprays. I'm going to have to end up leaving these here because I don't have room for them in my suitcase. But for 75% off was a great deal. I usually try to buy them when they're like $1.95. You know, they do that discounted, and that's still quite a bit. So for $1, I was very excited. And then the last thing I picked up is warm vanilla sugar in the hand cream. I had a vanilla cafe. I decided I really don't like that scent on my hands, and I exchanged my one hand cream already, but I had bought one here, and I went, oh, I can go exchange that. So I did exchange it, and I picked up warm vanilla sugar instead. Like I said, my total was $7.71 when I finished with this purchase. The other little things I picked up, I stopped at a Ross, and they had some clearance, and I went, oh, wow, these are $4.99. I am going to pick them up. They actually had another one of this with the little holder. I have this holder at home, actually, and this is what I use my beauty blender on. But for $4.99, I was like, oh, I got to pick up a couple more beauty blenders because that's like 75% off. And this one comes with a little soap in there, too. It's hard to see. But yeah, so I picked up 2 beauty blenders for $4.99. And then the other thing I picked up at this store was also $4.99. And it is a strawberry shortcake hand soap. And it was just too cute. This is the foaming hand soap in strawberries and cream. They also had another one that was cute, but I thought this one was cuter. And I didn't need to buy 2 soaps for $5. I mean, this is much larger than Bath & Body Works, but still, it's more expensive. Oh, it does smell like strawberries and cream. It does not smell like strawberry shortcake. It definitely has like a cream, almost a strawberry pound cake kind of note. Like I feel like there's a cakey note in there too. So I picked up that. Then I went to Ollie's because there's a couple Ollie's here. I was going to go to the other one that's over on the Missouri side, and I decided, no, I don't feel like driving that much. So I spent a lot of time just doing nothing. Talked to the neighbors, picked up some sticks in the yard, and then the next door neighbor is like, don't worry about it. And I'm like, well, okay. So I did go out shopping one day, and this is the thing I found at Ollie's. This is Island Coconut from Scentworks, and this was $2.99 on sale. Oh, I hate it goes all blurry. So I kind of smelled this, but not super well. They had a pineapple one and they had like a floral one too. And I thought, well, I'm just going to try them. I think this is what they released for Walmart. Yeah, it smells nice. It says coconut milk, jasmine, vanilla bean, musk. It's coconutty, but not like a creamy coconut. All right. And the last thing is I went to this random little store that's like overstock as well, kind of like Ollie, but they had a whole bunch of Yankee candles for $4.99. So I thought, I'm going to get Juicy Citrus and Sea Salt for $4.99. That's a great deal. It smells nice. It smells really refreshing. So $4.99 I thought was a pretty good deal for a Yankee candle. I don't have a lot of Yankee candles. I think I have like 2 or 3. I've burned through one that was this size, and then I think I have one other one. It's if I come across them for cheap, I buy them. All right, that is it for my little shopping haul while I was here. Wasn't going crazy. I did buy myself some shoes at the Vans outlet, but you know, I don't talk about my shoes usually. But yeah, I've been just kind of, I guess, worrying still, but also recharging just a little bit because it's been a stressful couple of months already, and go back to the grind here very soon. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.